myself, and I. It's me, myself, and I. Me, myself, and I. It's me, myself, and I.
Welcome to episode Trece. You are listening to me, myself, and I am your host, Mike Betancourt, here live at the VGB a studio. Can you feel it? Come on. Get down with it. Ooh. Oh, come on now. Get with it. Get down. Here we go. About to drop the mic. Ready? And boom. Greetings, MMites. Welcome back to me, myself, and I. I'm so glad to be back. I'm here with you. And guess what, MMites? Corey isn't here. I know. The man's busy. He's been producing 12 episodes of me, myself, and I. He's been patient. He's been quiet. He's been helping me transition myself to be a podcaster, and he's not here on the 13th episode. The 13th episode is the last episode of 2016, and he's not here. That's fine. I'll see him next year. But right now, we have a wonderful, another producer. His name is David Webb, but I like to call him Wacist Webb because he thinks racism is whack. So that's why he's Wacist Webb. He's like, whoa, be very, very quiet. I smell racism. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Wacist Webb. No, folks, that was not him jerking it off. That was him talking. He says, hello. Well, it's a pleasure to be here. Mike, you are the man, and I'm so thankful to be in your presence. Thank you, Wacist Webb. I really appreciate that, man. Are you excited for Christmas? See, he says, "Oh, King Mike, you are the man, and Christmas would not be without you. You, sir, put the Christ in Christmas." That's such a nice thing to say. So you're going to be giving me gifts? He says, "Oh, hail King Mike. I love thee so much that the only gift I can give you is my soul." Well, that's such a very nice thing to say. I really appreciate it. There's a lot of things we got to get going, ladies and gentlemen. This is the last. Can you believe this? 12 episodes. And now this is the 13th episode. You know, I just want to say right now, I'm not going to record on January 1st. I'm not, because that's usually we do like a 2-week rotation. I'm not going to do it because I'm going to be hungover. I'm probably going to be in a trash can, and I'm probably going to have to ask for forgiveness from my wife because I'll probably do something stupid on New Year's Eve. I don't want to. I don't plan on doing something stupid. Maybe I shouldn't drink and just smoke weed because I've never done anything stupid when I'm stoned. I only say something stupid when I'm drunk. Maybe I should quit drinking and just be a full-time pothead. What do you think, Wacist Webb? Oh, I don't know if you guys know that, but he also speaks Spanish. And he said, "Señor es muy guapo." Hey, thank you, sir. I appreciate that, Webb. That's just me saying Do you guys, I know last, 13 episodes, it's 13 episodes, and I never gave props to the awesome theme song, the Me, Myself, and I theme song. It's amazing because I have another friend that designed this and then made this song for me. He has his own studio, and I'm going to also send you links of him at the end of the show. He does amazing beats. His name is Mike Glyfix Abdel Masea. Yes, he's another Mike. Get it? Me, myself, and I. Another Mike coming through here. He's a great friend. I've known him since middle school, 6th grade. And we've been friends since. And I told him about this podcast. And he's like, okay, well, I'll make this song for you. And ever since, he made this great song. People like it. It's catchy. So thank you, Mike. I appreciate it. I'm not talking to myself. I'm talking to Mike Abdel Masea. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. You've been a great friend, and your music is amazing. So moving on to that. What do you think of the music, Wacist Webb? Yeah, I think it's the shit, too. I know, because it says me all over it. And, dude, you got to stop kissing my ass. I know this is your first time on the job, but you got to stop kissing my ass. We have stuff to do. We have to talk about other stuff. We have to talk about today. We have to talk about what's going on in the world today. And what's going on in the world today is horrible shit that's going on. I just did this. I just looked up something, ladies and gentlemen. And because I look up weird shit. I'm just so glad 2016 is almost done. I think everyone is glad 2016 is almost done. I know there's not much to look forward to since Trump's president. I don't know. We'll see. But there has been way too many celebrities dying in 2016. Way too many celebrities dying. Okay, I get Florence Henderson. She was 88 years old. I get that. She's gone. But everyone else that has to die, all the great ones that are dying, and then to end it off with freaking Alan Thicke dying at 2016? Come on, 2016. You can't kill off Alan Thicke. You can kill. Why can't 2016 kill off a shitty human being that doesn't deserve to live? One bad person. That's all we're asking for. One bad person. Charles Manson. I'm just throwing it out there. Jeffrey Dahmer. Scott Peterson. Just throwing it out there. Who else is another shitty person? Everyone that works for the IRS. Just throwing it out there. But no, you have to get all the great fucking entertainers. What the hell's wrong with you, 2016? Jeez. And I looked it up. Check this out, Wacist Webb. I looked it up, man. This is a true fact. I counted. Do you know how many celebrities died this year? 223 celebrities died this year alone. Yes. And I compared it to how many people were killed by police. People that were killed by police was like 194. So police violence is down, but our celebrities are dead. I know. You don't need to chime in all the time, Wacist Webb. Only when I'm talking to you. I'm talking to the micers. Me, myself, and Iers. He doesn't know I'm a dick yet. He'll find out. Okay. I know I'm great, but you don't need to say that right now. There's kids listening. That's gross. That's pretty disgusting. Anyways, I know I'm so sorry to talk about the horrible thing that's going on in 2016, but this is the reality, and I'm not going to have any Alan Thicke jokes. Everyone's like, oh, it's too soon. You know what? We've been so numb to death that any joke about death is just going to make us go, oh, well, yeah, so what else is new? So, but you know what? Let's get off of that subject. I'm going to get sad, and then Wacist Webb is going to start saying mean things about me, and I don't want that. I like Webb. He's amazing. He thinks racism is whack, and that's the fact, Jack. But check this out, ladies and gentlemen. I found something online, and it's called 9 Conversational Tricks to Make People Think You Are Cool and Laid Back. Are you ready? Here we go. Instead of saying okay, from now on, you need to say oak nuggins. Just be careful how you say the nuggins part. I'm just letting you know. I'm just throwing it out there. White people that like to say the N-word a lot. I'm just throwing you a bone. Say it properly, okay? Oak nuggins. Nuggins. N-U, not N-I, N-U. Okay. Instead of saying yes, from now on, you're going to say yank train. Oh, nuckins. Oh. Instead of saying no, you should from now on say nuns on ripple. This is great. Instead of saying I think so, you will now say I put a boogie dollar down. Kind of sounds like Cleveland. Oh, yank train. Get my nuns on ripple because I put a boogie dollar down. Instead of saying, do you play golf? From now on, you say, as Cleveland, do you slap the dimple balls? I can't read. Say it again. Do you slap the dimple balls? Oh. This one gets better. Instead of saying, I feel sick, you got to say with flavor. You have to say, Mama's got the nasty jam. Ugh. Mama's got the nasty jam so bad. Nasty. Instead of saying that's a good idea, you say that's a gold hat, cool cat. Yeah. And I know on Mondays, you guys hate it. Everyone says this on Monday. This job is killing me. Well, from now on, you're no longer just going to say that. You're going to say, this gig is going to slash my hips. And my personal favorite, and I will say this from now on, instead of saying, let's grab lunch on Monday, you will now say, dip me in your Monday milk. Boom. So I want all the me, myself, and Iers to dip me in your Monday milk, player. Non-fat chocolate milk. Okay, Nuggins, holla. That's how we do's it. This is fun. I'm going to be gone for a few weeks, and I'm ready to miss. But guess what? You guys can subscribe to this, and you can binge listen to me, myself, and I. You can start from the shitty episode to episode 1, and you can see the progression of how crappy the show went. And then finally, it's like, oh, this is actually, I can actually tolerate Mike and listen to him. And then it'll be over, and then you have to wait for the next season. But until then, you know what? Dip me in your Monday milk. Yeah, get down with it. All right, Wacist Webb, I don't know if you know this, but every week I always like to give props to a thing called Podcast of the Day. I listen to local podcasts or podcasts that I've never even heard of, and I like to give props to it, or I like to talk shit about it. I'm with her, Hillary Clinton. What about the Trump cast? Still same, still shitty. Anyways, the podcast of the day that I highly recommend everyone to subscribe to after you subscribe to my podcast is you need to listen to Barley and Me, hosted by local comedian Ben Rice. Okay? Ben Rice has been doing comedy for about 5-6 years. And you know what? His show is great. Okay? It's not like mine. Okay? I'm very selfish. And I've never been on that show. Okay? I'm not doing it because I'm like a narcissist. Usually when I promote podcast episodes, I've been on that show so you guys can hear me and all that stuff and hear me on these other shows. But this one I've never been on, and this one I don't need to be on because it's a great show. Ben Rice everyone needs to make this show popular because it's a fantastic show. You know why? Because he goes to different breweries. He talks about the different type of beer he drinks, and he breaks it down, and it's informational. It's fun. It makes you want to go hang out with him and have a beer. And he's funny. Did I mention that? Of course, because he's a comic. That's why he's miserable. That's why he's drinking. And I mean that in the nicest way because all comics are miserable. Right, Mike? You like that callback? Little web callback. But seriously, download Barley and Me. Listen to Ben Rice. It's very good. And yeah. And then have a beer with him. It's pretty simple. Simple show. You know? I think he's about 40 to 50 episodes in. It's really good. So, enough about that. Hey, Webb, I know this is our first podcast together, but I just want to let you know that I just finished shooting a film. Yeah. I was in a movie, me, myself, and Ayers. The movie is called Don't Shoot, I'm the Guitar Man. And it's a true story about this rock and roll this guy who wanted to be a rock and roll rock star, but, with the powers that be, he never really made it to that next level. But he was still rock and rolling. He still rocks and rolls to this day. But back in the 80s, he fell upon going to the youth programs and teaching kids how to play music. And then he somehow ended up going to San Quentin 400 times and teaching prisoners how to play music. And he has a book called Don't Shoot, I'm the Guitar Man. And we just recently wrapped up shooting this movie. And it was a wonderful experience. It was my first big film. I had a supporting role in it, and I played a prisoner. And the good thing about me playing in this movie is I didn't get ass raped. I'll say it again. I did not get ass raped in this awesome movie. Thank God. Because that would have been a really hard. Hey, you guys want to see my supporting role debut? Stop it. That would have been too graphic. But it was such an honor and a pleasure to be a part of that, ladies and gentlemen. I learned a lot reading his book. I highly recommend everyone buying it on Amazon. Download it, whatever you can. It's an easy read. I don't read books too fast. I don't read books too fast too well. But when I read this one, it made me turn the page. No, but it's a really good read. And you could smell the stench of the prison. It's the prison system that we have right now. It's shit. Okay, there is zero rehabilitation in the prison system. Okay, once you go into the prison system, you are fucked from day one till the day you get out. Plain and simple. It's a horrible abyss. Because the one thing that really struck me when I was reading the book and I was reading the script was, and a lot of people really don't understand, is when prisoners go to prison, they fight for their lives. They have to, find hobbies and stuff. But guess what? When prisoners go to prison, guess what? They don't sleep. They never have a good night's sleep. Ever. Can you believe that? Prisoners never, ever, ever have a good night's sleep. No matter if you've been there for 3 years or you're in there for life, you will never sleep again. Because it's everyone's, survival of the fittest. And I've read the book and the guidelines, it's clear as day. Either you suck dick, either you kill someone, or you kill yourself. That's the only way you're going to survive prison. Well, whether you've been charged for marijuana possession and you go into prison and you're in there for how many years, either you got to suck dick or you got to kill someone or kill yourself. Plain and simple. Those are the 3 rules to survive. I've told one of my friends this, and they're, I'll just suck a dick. That's it. I'll just suck one dick. Not a problem. Not a big deal. No. Once you suck a dick, you're going to keep sucking dick. Just want to let you know that. It doesn't stop with one dick. Okay? There's going to be dicks lined up. He sucks dick? I want him to suck my dick. Yeah. And there's going to be a shitload of prisoners waiting for you to suck on their dick. They're going to not just they're not going to take your life away. They're going to take your manhood away. And the only thing that you have in prison is respect. Okay? Are you really going to be respectful for being known as the guy that sucks good dick in prison? Maybe. If you run a tranny gang, sure. I guess. They're known as sugar shorts in prison. See, I've done my research. They're known as sugar shorts. But what if you have a family and you're sugar shorts in prison? Then you got to be a man when you see your family. It's a fucked up life. It's a really fucked up life. And I know, oh my God, I know some people deserve to be in prison, okay? Some people deserve to be locked up and in solitary confinement because they're animals. They've done horrible things. You know which ones I'm talking about. The people that are not human. Those need to be locked up. But for stealing, for, possession, even heroin, the only person that person's hurting is themselves. They're just injecting a needle inside themselves, and they go to prison for that. That's not a crime. That's a disease. And what do? Just go into prison and lock them up, and I guess the warden sounds like Ray Romano. Just go into prison, and lock them up, and hopefully you don't suck some cock. Yeah. Suck some cock in prison. I highly recommend everyone watching this amazing documentary it's on Netflix. It's called 13, and it breaks down the prison system tremendously. It really does. It says 1 in 3 black men will be sent to prison by the time they're 20. 1 in 3. 1 in 3. Excuse me. I had a cough. I wasn't sucking dick. I had a cough. But we gotta find a way to change. This, I'm telling you, this movie really opened my eyes. The book opened my eyes. Talking to Buzzy, I talked to a prisoner. He was an actor, and he served 3 years in San Quentin. And just the 3 years alone, you could just see the difference between him and a regular human being. You could just feel the presence. He said one of his homies got out. He served 45 years. 45 years, ladies and gentlemen. Serving 45 years in one spot. Prison. God, you know what? He had to do what he had to do to survive. But you know what? When he got out, he and other prisoners that got out, they're now part of this nonprofit organization, and they're talking to the youth. They're telling them, they're scaring the shit. I don't know what they're doing to scare the shit. It's scared straight, whatever it is, but they are donating their time, and they're saying, you need not to be like me. Prison, and being in this movie, I had to think like a prisoner. I had to become this prisoner. I shot for like a week, but in my mind, I was in prison for 10 years. And when we were done filming, I had to pick up my kids from school. I see all these parents, they're complaining, and, oh, God. And I'm like, hey, how's it going? Oh, God, it's Monday. I hate Mondays. Mondays suck. You know what I said? This is the first thing I said, Webb. I looked them straight in the eyes, and I said, well, at least you're not in prison. That is the best right there anyone could say, because that's the exact same thing the parent said. He's like, yeah, I guess you're right. And I'm telling you, it will help you have a great outlook on life, ladies and gentlemen. When you have to go to the holiday parties and you see shitty relatives that you don't want to see, at least you're not in prison. When you have to hang out with people that you don't want to be around, when you're stuck in traffic. Do you know how many prisoners would love to be stuck in traffic? They're not getting shanked. They're getting it. When you're, it blows. It's such a humbling thing, freedom. When you realize how precious freedom is. I know there's a lot of people, we don't have any rights. They took all our rights away, and Trump's taking our rights. Well, you have the right to say that right now. Okay? You have the freedom to express yourself and bitch about our president and complain about Standing Rock and fight for Standing Rock. I've talked about that the last couple episodes. When you start binge listening, listen to episode 12. It's a great episode about Standing Rock, and also on episode 11. But I'm not talking about that here right now. I'm just saying, everything that we complain about, we have the freedom to do that. Even in other countries, people that are running away from bombs and getting blown up, they have the freedom to run away. It breaks it down. You have the freedom to run. In prison, there's nowhere to run. You're stuck there. So, I don't know where I'm going with this, but it's a precious thing that we have in life, and that's freedom. Love it or leave it, brother. It's America. I hate people like that. Hardcore. I love it or leave it, man. I don't do my taxes and I lie and cheat and drink and I don't give a shit about the environment. Love it or leave it. I don't give a damn. Put him in prison. He'll start crying like a mama. Mommy, where's my mama? All right, we got to change subject because we got like a few minutes left and I wasn't going to go this heavy, you know? I was trying to be funny, you know, but people need to hear this. We're spoiled, all of us, you know. I know in every single episode I would bitch and complain about our rights and bitch and complain about other things, but I'm on a podcast, okay? Who the fuck am I? I am on a podcast complaining about our rights. What have I done to protect our rights? Nothing. Do you realize who I am, ladies and gentlemen? I'm Mike Betancourt, a comedian that complains about what's going on in the world. That is my only job. I'm a professional complainer. If you break it down, that's what my job is. You know what's wrong? It's like Jerry Seinfeld. He's a professional complainer. What's the deal with bathrooms? If you break it down, he's complaining about something. You know? What's the deal with shower heads? What's the deal with my millions of dollars? You know? So I hope you guys take this into 2017 and look at 2016 and just give 2016 a big middle finger and say, you know what? I'm done complaining. I'm done dealing with drama. That's good New Year's resolution. Instead of losing weight and trying to gain more money, you should not give a shit and not sweat the small stuff. Because sweating the small stuff just ruins you. You know? You don't want to sweat the small stuff anymore. You know, we need just to love life, get drunk, smoke weed, do heroin when the cops aren't looking. I don't know. I've never done heroin. I don't want to because I heard the high is amazing, and I don't want to be that guy because I have an addictive personality, and I know I would be a junkie like that. I know. And it will start with a podcast. What happened to your podcast, Mike? Man, I just gotta. I'm hooked on heroin, dog. I'm sucking dick now, and I'll be a horrible junkie. Pray for those that are junkies so they can get out of it because it's a horrible lifestyle, and I don't wish that on anyone. You know, that's what we need to do. Stop complaining and start helping people. Mike, are you complaining again? Maybe, but at least I'm being honest. What do you think, Webb? You know what, Webb? I appreciate that you think I'm a great leader, and I really appreciate that you love the sound of my voice, and I really appreciate that you care that I care about human beings. That means a lot. I mean, it really does. You've helped me through this episode tremendously, and I thank you for that. Dude, you can't say that. That is no. That I cannot believe you just said that. That is racist. And you didn't say a racist thing. You said okay. Okay. You said oak nuggins. See, folks. So if we see another celebrity pass away, ladies and gentlemen, don't feel bad. Okay? They're in a better place.
Me, myself, and
they're with me, myself, and I. That's all you gotta say. I have no idea what that meant, but it was the last thing I said. And I want to thank everybody for being a part of Me, Myself, and I. I want to thank Wacist Webb. I want to thank all the Me, Myself, and Iers. And have a Merry Christmas. Have a wonderful, Happy New Year. Don't become a story. If you drink, stay at home or stay in a designated area. Do not drive anywhere. I'm telling you, don't drive. This is me complaining about drunk driving because it's real. Don't drink and drive. Please. Don't drink and drive and subscribe. There we go. Remember that, folks. Don't drink and drive. Subscribe. I'm Mike Betancourt. Thank you so much. Tortellini with bacon. Yeah.